So what happened after? So we're talking, how long of a run did Slump have, first of all?
It's only like about two years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we talking about 04.
Yeah. 04, that's when things, in typical black folks fashion, things fell apart.
The boogie movement hit.
Yeah. Things fell apart. Massive and I started to get a certain level of notoriety as the Slump Masters, but everybody that was original was Slump Masters. So it was like, how y'all the Slump Masters, but we all Slump Masters. And me and Master was like, well, because we created it. And that kind of had a fallout, and we was touring, we was on the road. I was doing MC battles, and in my absence, a lot of things fell apart. And then it just became industry. You know what I'm saying? We became industry cats. We wasn't underground no more. And
that's why they want you.
And then when me and Mass fell out, which I regret, you know what I'm saying? It's one thing I dislike about music is it always make me fall out with people that I really care about and love. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I be wishing that we never did this rap thing. Mm-hmm. Like, man, why couldn't we have?
It's just like loaning money.
It's bad.
It's bad.
It's bad. So I did my own thing. I dropped the Bro Mitzvah, and then I did the Source Unsigned Hype.
I love it.
MC Battle Championship, and I won that at the Source Awards in 04. Wow. I murdered everybody across the country. Benzino flew me out there, and I just killed all them dudes. And that was cool. And then I did the Welcome to Slumpville project with Uptight, Classic, and my man Soul, and we got features, 6'2". It was one of the greatest projects that I ever did, because at that time I was getting some of the best beats. I didn't have to beg nobody to do nothing. People was dying to get on the song.
Submitting beats.
Yeah, and then that was it. But by then I was really kind of disgruntled with the music game, and a lot of people offered me Blue, which was Outkast's manager, and one of Jay-Z producers, took me up to New York, and he was like, I'm gonna sign you and give you a chain. I'm gonna buy you a house and a car. And I was like, I got this Civic. I live in Hamilton Park. Yeah. I don't wear jewelry, but you can give me that bread, though.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like, man, this guy don't want to play the game. You know what I'm saying? Didn't even give me my flight back home. I just had to get back to the crib. That's how salty it was. But it was cool, though, because I was my own man. I was like, man, they wanted to go to the we're going to go to the club and buy out the bar. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying to myself,
oh, you're down. Because you got to pay that back.
I'm like, I got kids at home.
Yeah.
I said, no, we're not going to do anything like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I said, what we are going to do, you can run me to that McDonald's right there, and whatever you was going to throw up in the club, you can hand that to me. We can go to the studio, and I'm going to catch this flight back to the crib. And if you can't do that, then there's no need for us to have a conversation, because I'm not a fool, man. I'm not down with that. And after that, I just said, man, forget it.
Aziz, you too smart for him.
Yeah, I was like, forget it, man.
You're way too smart. They want that dumb nigga.
They gotta have it. And I turned down the money, and I just started hooking people up. I hooked up with my man iRock, and he was from the West Coast. He moved to Mesquite, and he produced Gangsta's Paradise.
Ooh.
He lives here.
What's his name again?
iRock. Yeah. So he produced that. He lived here, and he had a plug to do television shows and movies and stuff like that. So we did with Cho and Peanut again. We just doing stuff for TV shows.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? $6,000 check, $8,000 check. Yeah. And for 20 seconds. So I was working with them, just doing a bunch of writing. Then I just started putting people on. And my life has been putting people on, man. I don't know if you know King from Royal Court, one of the best producers I had ever witnessed and ever known in existence. Mm-hmm. He stayed here. He lived in an apartment in Oak Cliff, and he had this infamous 50 beat CD that Kanye couldn't touch.
Yeah.
And as soon as I heard it, I'm just giving it to whoever I could, and I end up hooking him up, flying out, and then he produced Icebox. Omarion Icebox. He did a whole bunch of stuff. He's still here in the city. Huh. He's dope, man. And shout out to Greg London, Without you,
Funky Fingers Greg.
I would have not made
the
all
original
them
Funky Fingers.
Let me tell you something. The best kept secret. Only those that know about Greg. But if you wanted to make something funky with a bass, he pull out the bass.
Hey.
Now let me get the electric. Let me put that in.
Who introduced you to him?
Snake.
Snake Pit.
I was in the studio.
Motherfucker, boy, Greg can sit out in that chair.
Yes, sit in the chair. Yes. And I say, Greg, I'm gonna play the beat. You just run.
Where the hell is Greg London?
Oh man, he probably putting in some stereos.
That boy used to put Alpine. What was the name of that place on Greenville? Alpine or something begin with A.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that was Snake when he got the apple. He was first. I'm about to say first brother in Dallas.
Yeah.
With a knob. With the epicenter.
Yes. With
everybody was like, "What is that?"
Yes, sir.
They put insulation all in Snake doors.
Yes.
To where back then your license plate would vibrate. Snake didn't. Snakes didn't, and it was quiet.
Yeah.
On the inside of the outside, you couldn't hear it on the outside of the car.
Yeah.
But when you open that door, it was like thunder coming out that hole, man.
Yes,
they were putting real systems in people's cars back then.
Yeah. So
shout out Greg London.
Greg London, man, made my stuff great. And that was really after the Pimp C thing. It was Pimp C taught me that I found Greg. And that's kind of how it all made sense. And working with Snake, it was good, man. Everything just kind of culminated to doing Slump. And then I was writing for a bunch of, Ben and Skin.
Yes, it used to be on 105.3 The Fan. Yes.
Right. So I wrote some of Ben's album because he went to Berkner.
I heard them say they went out to okay.
Yes. So
you knew him when he was younger?
Yeah, when we was in high school and stuff. So DJ A1, that was my DJ in high school. So working with him, and I'm just doing a bunch of writing. You know what I'm saying? King, when he got on and he started doing stuff for Ice Cube and everything, people will repay me back by saying, hey, got an artist, come in, got a beat, and I wouldn't do nothing but go to the studio and write hooks. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They just drop the bread, I'm out the door. You know what I'm saying? Come back next week, got somebody else. Drop the bread, write the hook.
Oh, ghostwriter. So you can't drop no name because you
can't really do that. I had to learn that the hard way.
Yeah.
But just doing that, man, and really just being a genius, man. Borderline insanity, I'm a genius.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you worked with me, you know it. If you haven't, you missed out because I probably ain't never going to get back in it. But I'm a genius, man. It's not a lot of us. And I thank Massive for taking a chance because he was a backpack underground rapper. And I convinced him. I said, man, you need to slow it down. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You need to simplify what you're saying so people can understand it. Yeah. If they got to pull out a thesaurus to understand your rap, then that's a problem. And he's the only one that would do it at first, but he told him to
dumb it down.
But he was the one who influenced everybody else.
Okay, gotcha.
He was the leader. You know what I'm saying? And when he did that, he went from Massive to Mr. Massive up. Booyah!
Yeah.
Game's over.
Oh, that boy was cold.
Say, man, you can't. Hey, freestyle battles, you name it, we did it all. We had a blast, and
you still got it.
I can kill people in a minute.
You still got it, Aziz.
It's all in the moment.
He still got it.
Hey, right.
Uh-oh.
This dude here used to be one of the best freestylers around this camp, bro. You hear me say used to?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm trying to wire him up.
Yeah.
I'm trying to wire him up.
Go to 8 Mile, they know me. Go to Devil Doors in Chicago, they know me. Go out there, where is that? In Buckhead, at two of them clubs. I used to just travel around and battle. And it was fun. I enjoyed it. And when nobody beating me. And it was just good. You know, people don't have vocabularies. And I came from a era where KRS-One told me I need to read and I need to have vocabulary. Yes. So the vocabulary aspect was killing people. And I didn't need punchlines. I didn't need nothing premeditated. I just need to look at you and let the beat ride and I'm going to kill you.
Hey, it's your girl Jazzy K from Super Tight TV. We want to thank everyone who's been watching and subscribing. And if you enjoy this content, please hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video.
Know I'ma get some game tuned in with Super Tight. Yeah, I get the low love from Big Bobo. From the front seat, not no photos.